And good evening, everyone. Welcome to our monthly HoloNet news. I am your host, Yuva, and as always, our lovely co host, Stephanie.
Hello, Yuva, and how are you doing today on
I'm
this March
tired.
evening?
I've been ill. I've been quite ill.
Oh, high five! Me too. Still currently.
I, before I forget, please let me
Hmm.
take this opportunity to wish you, because I know it's tomorrow, International Women's Day,
Oh yes, March the 8th.
right?
Well, thank you.
Right, to the den mother of the group that keeps us all in line. I wish you a very happy International Women's Day. Keep doing what you're doing. We all appreciate you immensely.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right, with any further ado, let's get started with our news. As always, we're going to be looking at our new members, updates, contributors, member spotlight. Our top posted in money that was original. I won't spoil it. Oh, forgive me if I just spontaneously start to cough. That cough just kicks in at the most inopportune time.
I hear you. I hear
Right? And as always, we're going to looking at our best car corner, what's happening in the world of video games, TV shows, books, and as always, our merchandise corner.
you. Yeah.
We would like to welcome Risa, I'm hoping I'm saying that correct, Risa Kalu, to
Hmm.
Facebook and to our Discord. Is that another Gareth?
Yes, it's Gareth number one. Well, an alternate Gareth
Well,
plus
I was not going to
Lily.
say technically, that would be, technically he's Gareth number two. We have the original Gareth. Are we, or do we call him Gareth number one and we call the original Gareth the original Gareth?
No, I don't know. That's up to you.
And we also have Lily. We would like to welcome all of you to our groups. Thank you for joining with us, and we hope that your stay with us is a good one. Please let me just. I
Mhm.
know this is probably falling on deaf ears because, if you're part of the group, um, you would know. If you are
Mhm.
inviting new members, please have them check the group rules and accept them. We can't accept new members unless they agree to the group rules. That's just to keep the group safe and whatnot. So please,
Yeah.
just gentle reminder: if you're inviting people to the group, please ensure that they accept the group rules. Thank you. Oh, Steph, I could barely see that.
Oh my gosh, yes. It looks really, really tiny here. It was a very big picture. I could go through it for you if you wanted.
Please.
Okay, so the events calendar for March on Mondays, we have Anime Monday, which is Five Times Family Season 1. And on Thursdays, well, today we have the HoloNet News live stream, followed by the Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 5 Watch Party right after this live stream.
That was such a nice,
On
heartwarming episode. I won't spoil it.
Shh, quiet, quiet. We can watch it again after. On the 14th of March, we have our Jedi Council discussion, Star Wars in Vision, a look back and a look ahead. Do you want to give any insight on that, Yuva?
Uh, so basically, what our panel is going to be looking at, going to be talking about is what, um, you know, what did we get over the past couple of years. I don't know if you've been paying attention. Disney's been up in arms about the quality of the content they've
Mhm.
been releasing.
Oh
Uh,
gosh, yes.
as fans, we're going to be looking a bit more specifically at the Star Wars content that Disney has been releasing. Has it been meeting our expectations? Has it been
Mm-hmm.
falling short in some places, or has it left us wanting more? And with regards to the look ahead, there are a couple uh, pretty new like series coming out. For example, Skeleton Crew. That's an entirely new that's an entirely new storyline. Um, then there is Acolyte, which is even though a
Yeah.
prequel, it's an entirely new storyline as well. And
Mm-hmm.
it's you know, what are we hoping for with that? Um, It's been a while. I'm not sure if we have all of our panelists for that. If we do not, I'm making a nice humble plea. Uh,
Mm.
if you would like to join us for that panel discussion, it's a great one to have.
It will be. It will be. And the rest of the Thursdays in March, we have Bad Batch Watch Party, Bad Batch Watch Party, Bad Batch Watch Party. Yay! I'm really enjoying this season.
it's it's nice. I'm hoping. You know what I'm hoping for. I just won't say it.
Yes, don't say anything. No Bad Batch talk until after the season has finished airing. All right, I could probably talk about this one. So our book club is called The Archives Are Incomplete. And our current read, so last month we discussed Star Wars Throne, the first book by Timothy Zahn. But when I say the first book in the canon trilogy, the 2017 book. And that discussion was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. And random roll, Naran actually got to choose the next read. So it's Star Wars Throne Alliances by Timothy Zahn in 2018 version. And that one is due around mid-April. We haven't set a date yet, but we will at the beginning of April.
Nice.
And if you want to join our book club, just let us know. I think we still have space for a couple more people. So yeah.
Aha.
Ooh, I could probably say something on this too. So we're actually running a Bad Batch Season 3 bingo competition for the entirety of the season. And basically, predictions were collected within Discord up until before the first three Season 3 episodes aired. And these predictions have been randomized on different bingo cards. And whoever wanted a bingo card, I just gave them a random bingo card. So if any of these things happen during the episode that you're watching, you just cross it off. And if you get a full line, horizontal or vertical, then you got bingo. And the prize for bingo is 4,000 bonus Beskar in our Discord server. It's like our fun currency.
Nice.
Do you have a bingo card, Yuva?
Huh?
Did you get a bingo card, Yuva?
Not yet.
Do you want one?
Por favor.
Okay, great. I will send you after this.
Yes, and our top contributors, we see Rouge shooting ahead this month. For the month of February, Karen is always there keeping the group active, loving all the posts that she makes all the time. We have Shiva making some headway. Daryl seems to be dropped back. I guess he's busy. That always happens. Trust me, I know. Preaching to the choir. And Colin there, right? Guys, I mean, I always look forward to the posts and stuff that you guys put forward in the group month after, well, not even month after month, day after day, to keep the group active and fun and engaging. I love it. I look forward to it, and I'm glad for it.
Yes.
Yes, and in our Discord server, we have Stephanie and Aaron, Oliver, and Yoda Man. And then, well, I'm not going to say that name, but yes, Stefan.
And Stefan. Yeah, Stefan hasn't been on this top 5 board in a while. I think it was all the discussion on the Avatar live action series that pushed him up there. He's been very vocal about that one.
That has been going very good. Yes, and our member spotlight for the month, we have none other than one of our members, Ferris Francis. So, as always, the question posed to Ferris: what got you interested in Star Wars? So he starts off by saying, not much to say. Mom introduced me to Star Wars sometime in the late 80s. I can't remember if it was Betamax or TV. I'm pretty sure it would have been Betamax. I think that's like how most of us started with that.
I don't know. I know what Betamax looked like, but I don't think I ever saw anything on it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I can't remember. I was too young.
Right? I was hooked. There was nothing like it at the time, and it's still one of the best sci-fi trilogies I've ever seen. Sometimes when I'm in the mood, I have a little Star Wars movie marathon by myself in chronological order. So yeah, I might wake up one day and decide it's Star Wars Day. Every day, any day could be Star Wars Day if you like. I agree with you. My childhood wasn't the best, but then I remember things like Star Wars exists, so I guess it wasn't all bad. Aww. And if I could go back to experience that feeling of seeing it for the first time again, I would. I hear you, man. I hear
Mm-hmm.
you. Thank you. As always, before, I would just like to
Right?
say if anybody who wants to feature as a member in our member spotlight, reach out to me. You could reach out to
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie. You could reach out to Larry,
Mm-hmm.
Anil, or Aaron. Just mention it to one of us, and it's very simple. Nice. If you don't want to be, if you don't want to feature a profile picture, that's fine. Maybe something if you have a picture of your collection or just a random Star Wars picture that embodies you is great.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just answer the simple question: what got you interested in Star Wars? And Stephanie or myself can read it out. It's that easy.
You can read it out. You can read it out.
I love this one. I saw this one. It's like Amit just bought some food. Now he has to go and hunt some Jedi. I know what I mean, man. All I wanted was just some, right? What did he order? All he wanted was just some golden bell, man. That's all he wanted, just some golden bell.
That's so golden bell. Oh my gosh.
Right?
And you know what's funny about this too? I think like a day later, Larry also got to order 66 on something he ordered. And then just today, I think Rose ordered Burger King and also got order 66. So yeah, it's pretty cool coincidence. Like they had so many of these in a very short space of time.
All right. All right. So in the best car corner, we have Justin the Jedi has earned best car. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We have Stephanie earning best car. We have Neo earning best car. Matthew,
Mm-hmm.
hey, glad to see Matthew's active in there. Taran as well, and Darth Wool.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, coming up, what happened in the past month of February, and we're going to be looking towards what happened in March.
Going to happen in March.
Yes, sorry, what's going to happen in March. Right,
Ooh.
Stephanie, I will pass over, let you do this one. This was, I might get emotional.
Oh gosh. Well, we start on a little sad note here. So, if you haven't heard, Carl Weathers, who played Grief Karga in The Mandalorian, passed away on 1st of February this year. Was said last year, sorry. He was 76. So a little bio on him. So Weathers first played linebacker in the NFL, signing with the Oakland Raiders. He then turned to acting and, in a career that spanned over 50 years, appeared in several classic films and series of various genres. He portrayed the iconic boxer Apollo Creed, heavyweight champion, in the first 4 Rocky films. Over the course of the series, he would evolve from Rocky's rival to best friend and trainer, creating a beloved character that would spawn the spin-off Creed trilogy. Weathers also starred in 1987's Predator, 1988's Action Jackson, and made a memorable comedic turn in 1996's Happy Gilmore. With the launch of The Mandalorian on Disney+, Weathers joined the galaxy far, far away as Grief Karga, an expediter for the Bounty Hunter Guild, who rises to become Magistrate of Navarro, and an ally to the Mandalorian and Grogu. He would receive an Emmy Award nomination for his efforts. In addition, Weathers stepped into the director's chair for the critically acclaimed episodes The Siege and The Foundling. Jon Favreau had this to say about the loss. I am heartbroken by this devastating loss. He was a hero from my childhood who I was lucky enough to meet and then had the amazing good fortune to work with. He had the energy and curiosity of a young man paired with the wisdom that his rich life and career afforded him. My heart goes out to his family and countless admirers. Yeah, it was a sad one.
What was your first? My first memory for him was Dylan. Predator.
Oh my god. Oh gosh, I'm sad to say that I only knew him from The Mandalorian.
Are you kidding? I mean,
No,
I
I've
know,
stopped that when I
I
was
know he was in
younger,
Rocky,
but
but I mean, I'm probably going to commit blasphemy with what I'm about to say. The Rocky genre never really caught on to me. You know, I mean,
I didn't watch it, so.
you know, I know the Rocky movies existed and whatnot and da 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 da, but it was never my thing growing up. I never was really into boxing. But yeah, my first my first memory of Carl Weathers was, Dylan, what are you doing here? And and
Mm.
that iconic thing with the handshake with him and Arnold.
Is that in Predator?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I thought so. Just making sure. I was just
Yeah.
making sure.
It
Yeah,
was
I'm
really,
pretty sure I saw it. I just don't remember.
it was really, really, thing to know that he passed away.
Mhm.
That is a loss to the community.
Yes. So in just released TV, happy to report that all 25 episodes of season 1 of Young Jedi Adventures are now available on Disney Plus and Disney Junior. No word on if it's renewed for season 2 yet, but I'm hoping it does. Like, I haven't watched a lot of episodes of this, but it does seem like a really fun animated show for like the kids to get into Star Wars. Do you have a story to tell here, Yuva?
Trust me, I don't believe it. Right? And
What's the story, Yuva? I know the
it
story.
happened with me, and I don't
Mhm,
believe it. I,
mhm,
I don't know if I tell the story, if anybody's going to believe me when I say this, right? So, I
mhm,
mean, most of you already know I have a little one,
mhm.
right? So,
Very, very little,
last
yes.
last
Mhm.
week, I'm ch- last week, is it last week or this week when I took,
A couple days ago, yeah.
I'm changing his pampers,
Mhm,
right? Mind you, just for frame of reference, he's only a few months old, right? He's only a few months old, guys. About I would I don't want to say the exact thing, but so let's ballpark it. He's about 6 months. He's a little more than 6 months old,
mhm,
right? He grabs the remote while I'm changing his pampers,
mhm,
turns on the TV,
mhm,
turns on Disney Plus,
mhm.
and then turns on Young Jedi Adventures.
Now, what are the odds of that? Like, do you have a Disney Plus button on your remote or anything?
No, no,
So how
no.
did
Okay, no, no,
that
no,
happen?
no, no, no,
Mhm,
no, no. Fair enough. Fair enough.
mhm,
There is, because it's the Fire Stick, and I think the Fire Stick,
mhm,
but he didn't press that button because I saw where his hands were gripping. His hands were
mhm,
gripping at the top of the remote, not at the bottom of the remote.
mhm,
His hands were gripping at the top of the remote because he
mhm,
likes to take the remote and try to bite it.
mhm.
Right,
As they do at that age, I can imagine.
right. So I'm just
Mhm,
seeing my little one. His
mhm.
head is watching the TV with the remote, and beep, and I'm just watching it, and I'm like, there, nobody's ever going to believe this.
Oh, that's a sign, Yuba. It's a sign. He's a Star Wars fan in
I
the
know.
making.
I'm so proud.
Mhm.
I'm so proud.
Oh gosh, oh gosh. When he's a little older, you can set him on the
Oh,
first episode.
definitely. Oh, definitely.
Mhm. So just to recap what the show is actually about, it's set during the High Republic era in the prime of the Jedi Order and stars younglings Kai Brightstar, Liz Soleil, and the blue-furred Nubs. Young Jedi Adventures is the first Star Wars series created for preschool-age audiences. The stories follow our young heroes as they learn the ways of the Force, explore the galaxy, help citizens and creatures in need, and learn valuable skills in their journey to become guardians of peace and justice. So the latest episodes expand the world of Young Jedi Adventures as the gang travels to different planets and encounters Jedi from the Star Wars High Republic books and comics. That's exciting. So
Yes.
ongoing, yes, we have the Bad Batch. Woo! It has started. 5 episodes has been released so far. We have a watch party tonight for episode 5. And episodes 6 and 7, we're getting 2 episodes next week. I'm super excited for that.
Nice.
I've been enjoying it. How would you rate it so far, like out of 5?
Mm, the only reason I'm saying 3.5, well, you know why.
Okay, moving on. No spoilers, no spoilers.
If
No, moving on. Upcoming TV.
hold on, without the spoilers. If what
Mm.
happens,
Yuva,
if what
Yuva,
happens, then it goes
Yuva.
up to closer to 5. But for
You didn't.
now, it's a solid
You know,
3.5.
the spoilers of what's not being said. Shush, shush, shush. So upcoming TV, we have The Acolyte, and that is confirmed for this year. The teaser trailer was shown at Star Wars Celebration, so we have a copy of that in Discord. This series is a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. A former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever anticipated. So this one, so we don't have a date yet, we don't have a trailer yet, but seeing that the Bad Batch series finale is on May 1st, it is very likely that we will get a trailer for, hopefully, The Acolyte on May 4th, because there's a rumor going around that it might premiere like in June or so this year.
Well,
nothing final.
No, I mean that would coincide because if
it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, because if Bad Batch ends in May, they would give it.
They have to give us something on May 4th, yeah. It was either a trailer for The Acolyte or Skeleton Crew. But I'm seeing a rumor that Skeleton Crew is probably premiering closer to the end of the year, so maybe we're getting Acolyte first. For The Acolyte, Season 2 is in active development. And for Skeleton Crew, we do have a teaser trailer that was shown at Celebration. A copy is in our Discord server. This one is a live-action series that tells the story of 4 kids who find themselves lost in the vastness of the galaxy, trying to find their way home. This one will only have a Season 2 if the show is received well. And I think that's because, and again, I was just doing some reading, I think Skeleton Crew is the most expensive Star Wars TV production that they've done so far, which is odd. I thought like Mandalorian would have been the most expensive, seeing that it was the first. But yeah, so they'll only have a Season 2 if the show is actually received well. Tales of the Jedi, Season 2 is confirmed for this year. No trailer, no dates, no nothing yet. Maybe closer to fall or something this year, like September, October.
I feel like Tales of the Jedi is going to be the break between Acolyte and Skeleton Crew.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Star Wars Andor, a sneak peek of Season 2 was shown at Star Wars Celebration, so we have a copy of that in our Discord server. And I can happily announce that Season 2 has finally finished filming. They had like 10 days left of filming before the strike, so that was really heartbreaking. Mm-hmm. But they finally finished filming, and the release window for that is likely next year. So Stellan Skarsgård has been doing some promo for, I think it's Dune he is in right now. So he did say something when someone asked him about it. He said on Andor Season 2, "It's the last season of it. It ends where Rogue One starts, so it's up to that point. I think it'll be very good, as already the first one was satisfying for me because it's a sort of Star Wars for grown-ups. It's more realistic and complicated society that they're living in, and the claustrophobia of the fastest... Did I pronounce that right? The fastest regime is palpable. I think we have a good season ahead of us."
Many things to look forward in our upcoming 2024.
Yes. Ahsoka Season 2 is currently in development. Hasn't started filming yet, as far as we know. And Mandalorian Season 4, we're supposed to have a Season 4, but we don't have any information on whether we're still getting it because they announced a movie. So we just have to wait and see with that one. Oh, so we actually got some award wins for Star Wars Visions in the Annie Awards. So I didn't notice at the time, but apparently Annie Awards is short for Animation Awards. So I learned something new. Oh. I didn't know. So Star Wars Visions got Best Direction for Creature's Reach and Best Music for Ao's song. We also have some Saturn Award wins. So Saturn Awards are American awards presented annually by the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror. So for Best New Genre Television Series, Andor got that win. And for Best Animated Television Series, Bad Batch got that win. Yay! In terms of award nominations, the NAACP, which is the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, that's actually going to be airing on the 16th of March on BET and CBS. And Giancarlo, oh my god, I'm sick, please excuse me. Giancarlo Esposito was nominated as Outstanding Guest Performance in The Mandalorian. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so voting is now closed, so we just have to wait and see if you win that. In terms of upcoming movies, we have The Mandalorian and Grogu, which is going to be directed by Jon Favreau and produced by Favreau, Kathleen Kennedy, and Dave Filoni. Production is supposed to start this year and is confirmed to start filming this June, possibly ending in October. So The Mandalorian and Grogu will actually lead Lucasfilm's ongoing feature development slate, and it's estimated to premiere in 2026. So that might actually be the first Star Wars movie that we're getting, even though it's the most recent movie that's been announced. There's also the untitled Charmin Obad-Chinoy movie. It will be centered around rebuilding the Jedi Order and the powers that rise to tear it down. Daisy Ridley returns as Rey, now a Jedi Master. The script is being done by Stephen Knight, who took over from Damon Lindelof last year, and it's still in progress. But filming is actually rumored to start this May, and the estimated premiere for that is December 2026. Estimated, not official. There's also a rumor that the film title will not be Episode 10, because it's going to be a standalone movie not related to the whole Skywalker series. There's also... How do you feel about that, by the way? A standalone movie, like how Rogue One was standalone and not like Episode 10 kind of vibe?
Well, I enjoyed Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that's a frame of reference, I enjoyed Rogue One.
So, a standalone movie for the record. Silence, no comment. But yeah, I guess we have to wait and see for that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Then there's also the untitled James Mangold movie that will be set at the dawn of the Jedi, about 25,000 years prior to the original Star Wars, telling the tale of the first Jedi to wield the Force. Interesting. No updates on that one yet. We also have the untitled Dave Filoni movie that's not Mandalorian and Grogu, but this one is a film that will culminate the events of the Mandoverse. So we're hopefully still getting 2 Mando movies, which is great. There's also the untitled Taika Waititi movie, which is still being written. And I don't know if you remember, but we had a rumor that we had an announcement first that there was a Lando series in the making, but then that went silent for years. And then the rumor was that the previously announced Lando series, which was awaiting Donald Glover's availability, is now going to be turned into a movie. So according to Production Weekly reports, and this is recent reports, Donald and Stephen Glover are writing and producing, with filming listed as beginning in Q1 2025 in the UK. The logline for this project, from when it was being developed as a Disney Plus series, reads, a Star Wars series based on The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi's Control, Lando Calrissian. In his youth, Lando was a sportsman seeking a fortune at the sabacc tables. After he lost his beloved ship to Han Solo, Lando spent years living the high life and pursuing get-rich-quick schemes with uneven results. He went semi-respectable as the Baron Administrator of Cloud City, only to be drawn into a fight against the Empire. After a personal tragedy, Lando sought solace in isolation on Pasaana, unaware that the galaxy would need him again. Interesting. So no announcement has been made that this has now been converted to a movie.
Right.
But I mean, it's in Production Weekly. That's a pretty official source, right? That's where everything that's being filmed gets listed. So yeah.
We're gonna see, man.
And a quick thing in books and comics. Last month we had the Star Wars Mace Windu #1 Marvel comic, and also the Art of the Star Wars Jedi Survivor by Respawn companion book.
Uh-huh.
This month, the only thing that I saw that was coming out is, yes, coming out, the 12th is not here yet, is Star Wars High Republic Defy the Storm by Tessa Gratton and Justina Ireland. So I think this is the first young adult novel in phase 3.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I'm not gonna read the synopsis for it, because if you haven't, you and Aaron and whoever else who haven't read out the Light of the Jedi, which is phase 1 yet, the synopsis has a
It'll be a
lot of
spoiler.
spoilers in it. Yes, so I'm very glad that I read it out before I actually was doing these new slides, because I would have been very vexed that I got spoilers. Yeah, but I can tell you that the book features Jedi Knight Vanessa Rue along with Yvonne Staros. And Vanessa Rue, if you're not aware, is actually going to be a character in the upcoming series, The Acolyte. She's a pretty cool character.
Okay, nice.
Ooh, it's games time. Take it away.
Alright, so in the gaming world, we have some releases. We have a remaster of Star Wars Dark Forces. I mean, honestly, I'll admit, I was actually lost track of the amount of different Star Wars games there was when I was growing up,
Yeah, there were a lot.
right? So, to know about this was actually, that there's a remaster for this, we're looking pretty good, right? It's available on almost every known platform: Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox, PC, via Steam though. And sometimes Epic gets it, depending on when they get the rights and stuff. So, depending on how you, if it doesn't matter, either one.
Alright, say that again. Epic gets it.
Sometimes, like, depending, a game comes out, when it comes out on Steam, I mean, it usually gets it on Steam first. If you're not too eager to get it as it comes out
Oh,
on Steam,
Epic Games.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah,
I'm a little slow tonight.
Epic Games usually gets it. Sometimes they get it a little while after, and I mean, I don't know how Epic affords it, but it's always cheap on Epic. Like, I don't know how they afford that.
Okay. Oh, just a question, because I'm just asking, right? Do you want to talk about what Dark Forces is about? Are you watching my notes?
No.
No to both or no to one?
Not the both.
Okay, fine. Continuing.
Oh, yes. And so there is a re-release of the Star Wars Battlefront, but this time in the form of a classic collection. The original Star Wars Battlefront that came out in 2004, and, well, the flop that was Star Wars Battlefront 2 that eventually got repaired. Um, I don't know if you knew, but when Star Wars Battlefront 2 came out, um, like that tanked like miserably, because I think that was when um, who was the original game client for Battlefront? Boy, was it Ubisoft or no, EA Games? And their and that pay window crap. I think. Oh wait,
I
no, I'm
didn't.
mixing it up. Star Wars Battlefront 2 crashed because there was a glitch with the server that was causing like people to hack the server, something real easy, and that's why people just
Oh,
stopped playing Battlefront 2.
oh,
And
yikes.
yeah, and it crashed the game. Eventually, they did get that repaired and replaced and fixed. And the thing is, Battlefront 2 is a really amazing game. Um, and the like, I don't know if you've ever played any of the Battlefront genres. Based on the different missions you have, you can play as either a stormtrooper, a Jedi, or a Sith. And the different missions you either on like first person walking around. Well, right? You're either flying in an X-wing, flying in a TIE fighter. You're on a speeder, trying to race through. It like every level there was there was always something for everybody,
Okay,
right?
interesting.
Yeah. It was really a really fun game. Um,
Hmm.
there we go. And just a further insight into Battlefront and the Battlefront collection. The Battlefront Classic includes a bonus map, which is Jabba's Palace. The Battlefront 2 Classic includes bonus maps, which is Bespin Cloud City, the Rainbow Harbor, Rainbow Citadel, and Yavin for Arena. It has some bonus. I don't know if you'd call her a hero, but right, a bonus character, aside Ventress, and Kit Fisto.
Hmm.
Traverse in campaign mode and Galactic Conquest. Galactic Conquest devise your strategy, recruit your troops, and execute your tactical vision for conquering the galaxy. Right? In the Battlefront campaign, you experience battles from Star Wars episodes 1 to 6. And in Battlefront 2, you join Darth Vader's elite 501st Legion of Stormtroopers.
Interesting.
Massive locations with up to 64-player online support. So, again, this is what some people might be skeptical about, but again, it's been a while. They should have fixed the bugs. Should have. They have.
Mm-hmm. Too
You
massive.
fight on the
Sorry.
ground as Wookiee warriors, jet troopers, droidicas, and more massive multiplayer action. Drive iconic vehicles, as I said, speeder bikes, ATSTs, ATRTs, and in more offensive and defensive battles, you could pilot legendary starships, TIE fighters, X-Wings, right? Expanded Hero Assault for the first time ever. Okay. Hero Assault is a playable all ground maps including Death Star, Kashyyyk, Kamino, and Naboo.
It's
Fight
a
with the
really
heroes
big game.
Mace Windu, Yoda, Skywalker, and many others.
Hmm.
And you battle villains such as Darth Maul, General Grievous, Darth Vader.
Wow.
Well,
That
it
is
looks like
long.
they really tried to build
Hmm.
Brawlhalla. And Brawlhalla Star Wars event. So I'm not familiar with the Brawlhalla line. I mean, I've heard of it, but I'm not familiar with the Brawlhalla line of games. Like what I remember that is if it
It's
isn't
in
that
it's in notes. It's in notes.
like I think it's like an arena and it's like a battle arena everybody's in.
It's a free 2D platform fighting game that supports up to 8 local or online players with full crossplay for PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
And the Star Wars event will bring fan favorite characters like Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi to the 2D free-to-play fighting game.
It's a free to play, you say.
Yeah. That's what it says here.
Tempting. You know we like free thing.
And that one is coming out on 20th of March.
Ah. All right. Star Wars game. Still no official release date as yet. Star Wars Outlaws arriving on Xbox Series XS. Right now, with regards to Outlaws, experience the first ever open world Star Wars game set between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. You're exploring distinct planets across the galaxies. Risk it all as the new, well, I guess you could say she's the hero, K-Vess, in an emerging scoundrel seeking freedom and the means to start a new life along with her companion, Nyx. Always that droid companion. I feel like that's
No,
the iconic thing.
Nyx is not a droid. Nyx is
Or is it?
the thing on her shoulder. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Well,
like
I mean,
95% sure.
alright, but I mean, wait, but if you think about it, that's still alright. So like, Han had Chewie. Lando had that. Forgive me, I don't want to that the character thing in Return of the Jedi.
On the droid?
No, not the droid. The character, the funny looking character thing in Return of the Jedi.
let us drop us a comment and let us know what he's talking about.
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember what was the name of the creature.
Terrible thing.
And then now KVS has Nyx. All right.
Yeah.
So basically, you have to fight, steal, and outwit your way through the galaxy's crime syndicates as you join the galaxy's most wanted. Oh look, another blank slide again. I don't know why she keeps putting.
Star Wars Hunters is coming this year.
Yeah, I don't
Next
know.
slide.
Next
slide.
I don't know why she keeps putting up a blank slide. Blank slide.
One day we'll get it.
So EA Games, BitReactor, unnamed strategy game. I think that's the new people because I know you had this respawn thing, but I see I have it crossed off there.
Yeah, so EA Games basically owns Respawn and BitReactor and all these other different companies. So instead of just having unnamed strategy game, I specified BitReactor's unnamed strategy game just to ease any kind of confusion. So that game is still confirmed to be in development, and what I have crossed off on the slide here is the unnamed first-person shooter that was being done in Unreal Engine 5. It was supposed to be a story-driven single-player experience with rumors of multiplayer, and that was that is rumored to be a Mandalorian first-person shooter.
I see you have a little note here. EA reportedly cancelled.
Yeah, that's why it's crossed out. No, it was a rumor. No, I don't think that was a rumor. I would have put it in the rumor section. So yeah, of course they didn't outright come and say they canceled it, but I think they had some sort of restructuring in their organization, and when they were looking at what projects they had, it seems like that one got canceled. I think there were some employee reports about it, and that the canceled unnamed first-person shooter was the Mandalorian first-person shooter. They supposedly didn't want to create a game that didn't have lightsabers or Jedi, which is silly.
So there isn't any other further developments with regards to the Skydance new media game. All we just know is that it's narrative-driven action adventure game. However, Cameron Monaghan, for those of you who trying to remember who I'm referring to, Cal Kestis, from Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order. He has mentioned in a recent Comic-Con that they're working on a third installment, and they were currently in the process of working on the third installment. He also goes on to say that's a big undertaking. There's been some conversation, and hopefully when things are said and done, we'll be able to go in and make something really cool for you guys again. Right? So we hope, right? We sincerely hope that there is some merit to what he says.
Yeah, he's working on it, so he would know.
Well, sometimes, I don't trust. Y'all know. That's gaming, right? Because sometimes, depending on what, how much power Disney has over the, over the rights of those games, they could tell those persons to say, hey, say this, make up that rumor, get them railed up for no reason.
Maybe not.
Moving on, in our other games, we have Star Wars Eclipse and our.
Wait, the rumor? You didn't talk about the rumor.
Sorry.
The rumor by ID Software, the game by ID Software.
Yeah, but isn't that what was cancelled or supposedly?
No, it's two different games. So Respawn's unnamed first-person shooter was the Mandalorian game that they cancelled, and there's a rumor that there's
another Mandalorian first-person shooter game.
Yeah, in development by ID Software.
Okay.
It's two separate things. Yeah.
About getting the rights to name their games?
I don't know how the gaming business works, but yeah, it's two completely different games and companies and stuff like that. I made sure to double check that. But that one is just a rumor. Nothing has been officially announced.
We'll hopefully see that there's more to it. I guess. And looking into our Star Wars Eclipse and Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars Eclipse, as we know, is going to feature an original storyline, new characters, and with their own abilities, paths, role playing, and that could alter the carefully balanced piece in an uncharted section of the Outer Rim. Alright. Saber Interactive split from the Embracer Group. I missed this one, but then again, I've been out of it for a while. Development transferred from Asper to Saber Interactive. I remember this part, and then I didn't know that Saber Interactive split from the Embracer Group. But they do have plans to continue developing the remake. I sincerely hope so.
Yeah, so I just for clarity for people who've not seen the slides, this is for Knights of the Old Republic remake. So I know there was drama around the trailer getting delisted or the music getting delisted or something along those lines. But it turns out it's just because there's a split in the company and a particular group getting bought over by somebody else, and they definitely said, I know it's unofficial because the company didn't say it, but one of the employees said that they are definitely plans to continue developing the remake. So it's not been cancelled. There's no all hope lost. So things are still there and surviving. That's what I had read.
Yes, and we have Jedi Survivor winning a Grammy Award for Best Score for a video game. How does that work?
How does what work?
Video game? So are they different? I'm guessing it's like IGN and all those other companies that rank them just gave it a really good score.
No, musical score, Yuva, musical score. It's Grammy Awards, it's music.
Trying to figure out. Well, okay, that makes a lot more sense. But okay,
oh, he flew at the brain as well. Both of us today. It's both of us.
Right?
Yeah, that's musical score for a video game. Oh, so I can take this over. This is events that are coming up. So in Disneyland, we have Season of the Force starting April 5th and running till the 2nd of June. That's a celebration of the Star Wars saga that will see the iconic attraction Space Mountain transformed into Hyperspace Mountain, along with specially themed food and beverage merchandise and more. Debuting on April 5th, guests can embark on new adventures aboard Star Tours. The adventures continue, featuring characters and locations from Ahsoka, Andor, and The Mandalorian. With these additions, there are now 250 storyline variations aboard the attraction. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will provide fresh perspective on the fireworks of the Disneyland Park in California, with galactic music sweeping across the spires. So for Star Wars Night, that is actually a special party in Disneyland Park that takes place after the park closes for the day. You need to buy a separate ticket to attend this party, and there are 8 party dates in 2024, which is April 16th, 18th, 23rd, 25th, and 30th, and May 2nd, 7th, and 9th. Guests can dress up as their favorite Star Wars characters, meet rare characters, enjoy special entertainment, and pose in front of themed photo ops, and there's additional food and beverage items that are themed. I'm going on May the 7th.
Oh, really? Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Legit, yeah. Some Discord friends may have swayed me into making those decisions. I have my tickets.
Tell me how it was.
I will. So there's actually the 25th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and that's this year, and it will return to select theaters for this anniversary starting May the 3rd. Yeah, I wish that could happen in Trinidad. maybe there's some hope. Mm-hmm. We tried last year, didn't work out. So, Star Wars Celebration is the next major event after all those things in Japan 2025. That's April 18th to 20th. And for those of you who are unaware, Star Wars Celebration is the ultimate fan experience. The event would have days of major announcements, immersive exhibits, interactive show floor, screenings, exclusive merchandise, celebrity guests, panels, autograph sessions, fan-inspired activities, costumes, and other surprises celebrating all things Star Wars. Ooh, now we have merchandise section, Yuva.
Yes, and in our merchandise, we first have from our vintage Black Series, we have the New Republic E-Wing and KE4 and 4. He's snuggled right behind the cockpit, if you can barely make him out in the picture.
I can see.
This is currently on pre-order. It's not available yet. It's on Hasbro Pulse website, and the price is listed because apparently it is it's a decent size because it's $100.
Yeah, that sounds a little hefty. 100 US, right?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so the Asajj Ventress limited edition box set, which includes lightsabers. I think there's also supposed to be the what do you call that? The blades. Yeah, they're supposed to also have the blades included as well. With this, it's currently available on Shop Disney. I think the price was listed as either this one was $2.99 US. Yeah.
$2.99. Oh, that's so cheap, Yuva.
You have 300 US just sure, Stephanie. Sure. By all means. Right now, this particular one kind of hits home. This is probably a bit more for the original crew. So for those of us who may or may not know, when the character Boba Fett was being developed, there was a prototype version of Boba Fett. Apparently, they were going to have Boba Fett come on screen in an all-white costume.
Really?
So that was the prototype armor. And apparently, there was the debate that was either one of two things that I'm trying to remember. Was that the white would have conflicted with the graphics showing on the screen at the time, which I doubt.
Personally, the white really hard to keep cleaner.
Right. But what they said was that no, the character Boba Fett was supposed to be portrayed as a hunter, and a seasoned hunter.
I mean, white would show like blood spatter and thing really well.
So
they wanted to show that.
So they said the armor was supposed to look a bit dirty, gritty, and whatnot. So the prototype armor was scrubbed and not used again for on-screen purposes. However, eventually got leaked that there was a prototype armor that was developed. So that's why there was a few months ago when we featured it on the merchandise. There was the Black Series 6-inch prototype armor version of Boba Fett, which I bought and I have. But now there's a 1:1 scale prototype armor of the helmet for anybody who might be interested in that.
That's pretty cool.
All right, for those of you who are into the Micro Galaxy line of stuff, there is the Squadron Millennium Falcon vehicle playset. And the nice thing about the Micro Galaxy, they actually do include little figures. Sometimes when you buy these things, it's like,
little figures. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. I mean,
figures not included, then you have to buy the figures.
Yeah.
Right, so it's nice that they actually included the figures with this. And if memory serves, the Millennium Falcons actually this was on Shop Disney as well, and I think this was around 60 to 70 US. But it was actually pretty decently sized. right?
Yeah, but
I know you can't really get the gauge from this picture, but I think it was actually a
oh,
decent
look,
size.
I consider and like we know what size the characters are, like the little tiny characters. But who are the characters? Do you remember? Because I'm saying Chewbacca,
So
but
that's
I don't
Chewbacca,
know the
Lando.
others.
I don't know what droid that is. That's not. That looks like R5.
Yeah, it does.
And I.
Is that Lando? Is which one? In the orange?
Yeah, that's Lando in the orange.
Sure. Okay.
And possibly that's Han, but I don't quote me on that.
Person is wearing like a blue and red coat.
Hmm.
You'll figure it out.
Right. There is also this was available on Shop Disney. This was on sale, discounted from $29.99 to $26.99. Yeah, $29.99 discounted $26.99. It's a deluxe troopers figure set, and it seems to have all the wide, well, not all of them, because I mean there are so many, but they have the different types of troopers.
A lot of variations, yeah.
Because there are clone troopers as well as the normal stormtroopers from what I'm seeing here.
It's cool.
Oh yes. So I didn't realize that DVDs and Blu-ray box sets was still a thing.
Yes, they do occasionally release some of their things on
And
DVD.
I was like, wow, a box set,
Hard
DVD
copy
box
if
set,
you actually
DVD
collect,
Blu-ray
yeah.
box set. So for those of you who still happen to use Blu-ray players, DVD players, there is, I don't know, this is released as yet, or it's set to release, but not like I think by March 20th. There's a Kenobi box set and an Andor box set. It's supposed to include bonus DVDs that have, the usual thing that when they have those box set. Some raw footage, interviews with the producers, actors, and so forth, included with the box set.
Probably more than what we would get with the making of series on Disney Plus.
Yeah. And there was some. Oh, and I think Kenobi included the Kenobi box set included some kind of a fold-out map.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, and I think last but not least, we have our Grogu backpacks. Because why not? You can never have enough Grogu in your life. There's the kids version, and then there's I guess you can call the one on the right the Teeny Bopper version.
Teeny Bopper version, I would wear that. Loungefly is an expensive brand. I would wear that.
And I stand by what I said. Teeny Bopper version.
No, adult Loungefly mini backpack. It's very cute.
Yeah, but Loungefly is one of those high-end brands. I did not see a price listed for the the Grogu Kids backpack was $69.99. The Loungefly, I can't remember what the price. I honestly can't remember the price.
If the kids one was like a 70 US, the adult one was probably like at least 100.
Would be what?
At least 100.
Yikes.
Yeah. Brand name stuff.
All right, and that brings us to the end of our news segment. And not a moment too soon, because right after this, we're going straight into our watch party, guys.
Bad Batch Watch Party! Season 3, Episode 5! I have to think. I'm so sick of it.
As always, I would like to thank those of you who are following us on Facebook, following us on Discord for tuning in. And if you are following this later on our YouTube channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We would
please like and subscribe or follow or whatever the action is.
Right, we are a non-profit organization, so any support that you get from us.
We are a fan organization.
Right, we would greatly appreciate it. With that being said, have a good evening and join us for our Discord watch party. And don't forget next week is our panel discussion.
Yes.
All right. Later, guys.
Bye.